Hello. Welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Shoky. Today in the kitchen, we have a box. It's clearly from the... And the unfortunate thing is, I should have a box from the... Chosen Prime. But apparently the post office thought they delivered it here when clearly they didn't. Why can't things just get delivered properly? I don't know. So if this video gets suddenly longer here in a little bit, that's why. Of course, you won't realize why. I'll just look probably a little bit more sweaty because I'm wearing a fully wool hat under these really bright lights. It's a good thing. So, hey BBTS. By the way, guys, I would like to go ahead and plug the Patreon, the Shoky Patreon, where it represents at least my three main channels. The Shoky Reviews, It Doesn't Have to Make Sense, and the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, which, by the way, go subscribe to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast if you're interested in watching me and my friends talk about nerdy stuff, review things, talk about life in general, sometimes politics, if you're down for that kind of thing. But you can go subscribe there, but if you want to support all of the above, you can do so at the Patreon for as little as $3 for very basic support, or $5 just for the Shoky Reviews stuff. And currently, I will have a build log. I have a previous build log, but I have another build log already up there for a custom thing that I made. And it's a 4-parter. I decided to shorten it for this time. So if you want to see that, by all means. And any of my out-the-box reactions, such as to whatever else is in this box. And the pile of stuff I have over there that I've done some out-the-box reactions to, and then at least one thing not. And then the quote-unquote new reviews that I'm doing, where it's basically showing you the thing set to music. It's basically all it is now. If you want to hear my actual thoughts on things, go ahead and join the Patreon. Oh my. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what all was in here. Okay. Not their best packing job, but it'll do. It'll do. Nice. Nice. Okay. So, first up, we have... Hey. Get out of there. We have new from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, the Turbo Blue Centurion, the first Turbo figure we've gotten in, I don't even know how long. The Legacy Collection didn't even go into Turbo, and they certainly never gave us a Blue Centurion. Now this is of course one of the deluxe figures, which comes with a bunch of stuff, and he's a little larger than the normal one, so there's that. Also, I just saw today, BBTF just got in stock, as of filming this, the yellow and blue deluxe Power Rangers, which come with new head sculpts, pinless joints, extra stuff. You know, all the things that would have been great to have when they first released those figures, that have been good. Except now you can buy it for $35 instead of $19. Isn't that great? So, Blue Centurion, pretty cool. I like how they sort of show that he lights up, and there's no way it lights up. So, that's a fun one. There's our little robot friend. Okay, speaking of little robot friends, we have some. From 5-2 Toys, some of the things that I've kind of missed out on in the last few months. I have Beast Box 42 Rusty Piece. Reminds me of a certain Canadian. If you listen to the podcast, you know. And this is their angler fish, which is pretty cool. But I believe what I have here is the bonus stuff. It's got some like propeller blades, and I don't know what exactly that is, but that's pretty cool. Comes with an extra set of instructions. I've never received an extra that was like this. This is pretty neat. It looks like it also has a mount to go in between a couple of things. I don't know what that is exactly. Is that a battery source? And like a boosted light? Okay. That's kind of cool. Huh. Oh wow. It's got a couple forms. Interesting. So either way, very weird fish creature thing. And bonus for fish creature thing. But in that same line, we do have a chameleon. And it's the BB-47 Phantom Master. Why they call it Phantom Master? I guess because it can go invisible. It is their chameleon friend. That's pretty cool. A lot bigger than I thought it would be. Like, it's funny, like, because they don't scale to anything in particular. But when you get them sometimes, because you know it's going to be a 2-inch cube, roughly. So the fact that they can get something that sizable into a 2-inch cube, which realistically is probably fairly easy. But his head must have to, like, come apart or something. Huh. Thermochromatic. It changes colors. No. Really? Huh. I'll have to check that out. Oh, I see the parts that should change colors now. Okay. Yeah, there's some translucent bits. Interesting. Okay. Alright, and I do have the extras for that once again in a bonus form. It has some twigs and some leaves that it can hang out on while mounted to its box. That's pretty cool. I actually do like it when they do that, and the fact that this actually has hinges so you can pose it and you can rotate joints and stuff. Pretty neat. Actually, I do dig that. And of course, I guess if you have a couple of them, maybe you could mount a couple of them on there. Either way, Phantom Master. That'll be a fun one. There's a few that I haven't gotten, including the, sorry. It's kind of hard to hold the accent. I'm still ever so slightly sick. So either way, the dogs that all combined somehow into a dinosaur, not too keen on those. They're cool, and I love black, white, and red things, but like I just don't know if it's worth it, you know? It's one of those things, but I might. I don't know. Okay. So, and then the last thing in the box is my most recent purchase right before I shipped my pile of loot, and it's something new, technically. Can get it out of here. From Planet X. It is the Nemios. It is their version of sort of an IDW Victory Leo. It's weird. And it's a PXC03. I think C was their comic depiction, so the they have this, they have the Star Saber, and then they have the oh, what's his name? Desaurus. So, the weird part is, this one came out very recently. The Star Saber came out years ago. Desaurus came out, I believe, last year, maybe a year before. So he's a little bit behind the page, and even though in IDW they did not combine to make Victory Saber, you can do it here. Now, for the keen-eyed viewers who have actually paid attention to anything I've done on this channel in the last 7 years, would know that I never had. I swear I spoke English when I started this. I never had the Star Saber. But I kind of wanted it, but I was always on the fence. Like, it doesn't go with the other game figures. But then I kind of broke that by buying the IDW Grimlock. So, what do you do? And this one looks really cool, and it was in stock, basically. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and get it. And I pre-ordered the re-release of Star Saber. We'll see about Desaurus. I'm not sure if I need that one. I know it goes with it, but I'm not sure. But it is technically one of their first combiners, in a way. So hopefully that will lead to future things from Planet X that also combine. Like some video game robot team that turned into a much larger robot. You know, that would be great if they did such a thing. If they ever get back to making video game bots. I swear Planet X hates the fans. So either way, this will be the end of this chunk of this video because, well, I either have one more box coming in as soon as the post office guy gets here, or I have two because they'll suddenly discover my package was not delivered yesterday, which would be great. But I'll be doing out-the-box reactions to all of these things, and because these are now new Beastbox figures, I will be doing Taro videos to be released as normal, so at least I will have the transformation videos for you guys, if not an actual review. But if you want to sign up for the Patreon, of course, go do that. There we go. So they're like, oh wait, I have a hat. So guys, it is tomorrow, I mentioned in the previous segment that I was waiting on boxes. Actually, I think I'm wrong. It's past tomorrow. Is it? No. So, it is tomorrow. And the box that I was originally waiting on, this one here, from The Chosen Prime. Sorry, I'm yelling. The one from The Chosen Prime. It came in late in the day yesterday, and I was recording a new podcast. So, didn't get a chance to do anything, and by the time we were done recording, the wifey came home. So I've had to sit with this here on the counter since yesterday. YouTube time travel. So let's go ahead and get this open. And I just got my other box just now, which is why I'm a little out of breath. I ran down there to get it before the post office guy left. Because I always run my tracking, and I know it's roughly that time of day. Also, you can tell there's stuff on the counter that wasn't there from the previous cut. So either way. Ooh, boy, this is a big box. Okay. Oh, that is heavy. Yes. New Age, number 53, Michael. And for those who have any ideas, they already did a Michael. So they did their original Starscream mold was named Lucifer. So when they did the Shattered Glass version of Starscream, which I don't own yet, I should probably buy that, they did it as Michael. And then, for whatever reason, they did their Omega Supreme and called it Michael. Whatever. Crazy naming scheme. Look how big this box is. Look, this is a nearly MP size thing. Yeah. And this is definitely the biggest bot they've done. The only other thing close to it would be their Devastator. And of course, because Omega Supreme and Devastator are kind of one and the same. Well, not one and the same. They're friends. Were friends before that. Funny part is, New Age, more or less, came from DX9. DX9 did a really amazing version of Omega Supreme called Gabriel. So it's actually kind of interesting they named this one Michael, another Archangel. Now that I think about that naming scheme. So, Gabriel I have in there. But a company called Pengu Toys made a knockoff, smaller version of DX9 Gabriel. And it's very, very apparent that it's Gabriel. Right as New Age was coming out with this, they beat New Age to market at a ridiculously low price, if I'm honest. But because I wanted to get new, I went ahead and grabbed this. I am excited. Funny thing is, it looks fairly similar in the way it transforms and stuff. It looks fairly similar to that. Although, I think it borrows some of its combination and stuff from the, I hate to say it, Siege Omega Supreme. Because its rocket kind of looks like the way that they did that. And it's going to be weird. Though the cool part is, much like the original Omega Supreme from our childhood, probably your childhood, it was either way, the tank is motorized. So hopefully I have the right batteries for that and I don't have to order them. So either way, I'll get to this probably right after I finish filming this. I'll do an out the box because this was the thing I was super excited for. I mean, other Transformers, cool. This guy needs Star Saber to be complete, and that won't be out for a while. So either way, very super excited about this. And the Rusty Mechanic just got his in, and he was wanting to actually do a co-review. And it's kind of a hard thing to actually do. So, and you guys know I don't really do reviews like that anymore. So it is what it is. But we have one more box to go after. And it is, of course, from my latest obsession, the Boston Scally Company. And I don't know what it is. I keep buying them. This was the last one I got, the whiskey here. With the black smoke. And this one, as I try not to dox myself here, was another new one they came out with. You know, some people are into shoes. For some reason, I'm into Scally Caps. And I don't have to have them all, but there's some cool ones that I really want. Well, want versus kind of... This was one I'm like, it's an interesting color. It's springtime, so I wanted to go with a different one. And it's more along the... oh, actually, I need that. What model is it? Ah, yes. So this is actually from their Sailor line. So they do different ones. And this, oh, I love this fabric. So it's more like a khaki fabric, not color, obviously. And it's more of a bluish color. I like blue, but it also has the compass there. And then it has the Sailor Collection logo inside. So let's try it out. It's the same size I always order, so hopefully that's the right size. And it's big as shit. Like, no joke, it's the same size that I order, and I triple checked and I've looked at it. This is big. This registers a lot like the other one. Maybe I can contact them, because it was a new hat. Maybe I can contact them and be like, I got the XXL because it said it was the right size, but it's loose. It's like super loose, so I need the XL, which is a centimeter smaller. So maybe I can contact them, hopefully, and get a hold of their customer service, see if I can send this one back. If not, I'm still okay with it. It just won't be heavy. I like the kind of khaki color, the offset color. I just dig it. It's nice. It looks good too. Would be nice if it fit good, but it doesn't. So I'll hit them up. Worst case scenario, I'll send it back in the same box. Keep the order here because I'll need the number for reference. So I'll check that out. Hopefully they can just do a quick swap. No big deal. It's like, tried it on, didn't fit right. Is what it is. So I'm excited. I have all these things here. Now, there will be an awkward cut to the actual end of the video. So let's just... Wait a minute. There was no sticker. There was no sticker in that box, BBTS. I didn't get to throw one. That's not fair. Makes me sad. So either way, you know, do that like and subscribe thing. Mostly do the subscribe thing. It would be great if I could get to my main channel to 10,000 subscribers, and then I can call it quits forever. Just kidding. I wouldn't quit, but, you know, that's basically been my goal. And if you want to go subscribe to the podcast, please do. That would be great. Also, I'm going to love the continuity error of half of these boxes being here and the rest not. It'll be fun. That'll be really fun. But remember, as always, get out of my kitchen.